A very good evening and once again welcome back to 76 on Malek Cricket Stadium. We are coming live from Ajman, Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. The last game of this league encounter and the last game of the day, match number 42, Abu Dhabi versus Sharjah. Both the teams qualifying for the semi-final. It will be a good encounter between these two top sides taking on each other, and without wasting much time, let's head on to the sidelines for the all-important toss.
Well, last game of the league, and that would be it. We have got the best in the lot for you. It will be Abu Dhabi taking on Sharjah. Abu Dhabi leading Ali Abid, Haider Ali leading Sharjah right to their left. I've got Iftikhar Ali, who's our match referee, and Ali, flip it in the air. Heads is gone.
It's tail.
Tails it is. अली क्या करना चाहेंगे? पहले
हम पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हैं।
बड़ी खुशी हुई है आपको टॉस जीत के, सबसे पहले वो बताएं।
खुशी होती है क्योंकि बैटिंग ही करना चाह रहे थे तो इसलिए बैटिंग आ गई, तो इसलिए खुशी हो रही है।
क्या रीज़न है पहले बैटिंग करने की?
बात यही है कि थोड़े बैट्समैन को चांस नहीं मिल रहा। कल भी थोड़ा सा किया था, आज भी कोशिश करेंगे थोड़ा सा बैट्समैन को चांस मिले, क्योंकि कल बड़ा सेमीफाइनल है तो उसकी प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाएगी। तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे अच्छा टारगेट सेट करें 120 130, तो फिर उसको डिफेंड करेंगे।
कोई ख़ास तब्दीलियाँ टीम में?
एक स्पेशल चेंज है, कामरा नीना शेहान आउट हुआ है।
गुड लक एंड डू वेल।
थैंक यू।
हैदर क्या करना चाह रहे थे पहले?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्लान बैटिंग का ही था ताकि हम जो अपनी बैटिंग है उसको थोड़ा सा शफल कर सकें, लेकिन टॉस इज़ नॉट इन माय हैंड, तो अगर बॉलिंग भी है तो इट्स नॉट बिग डील।
चलो, अब वो विनिंग स्ट्रीक जिसको लाइव रखना है शारजा ने पूरा थ्रू आउट टूर्नामेंट, कोई भी आपको हार नहीं मिली। आज भी कुछ इसी तरह का लग रहा है कि डगआउट में सीन है कि आज भी इसी तरह पॉजिटिव इंटेंट के साथ आए?
देखें, क्रिकेट है, हर दिन नया दिन है। बाकी टीमें भी घर से जीतने आई हैं, लेकिन ये है कि हम जो बेस्ट एफर्ट है वो दे सकते हैं और वही हमारे हाथ में है, रिज़ल्ट अल्लाह ताला के हाथ में। तो हमारा यही है कि हमारा यही रहता है कि इंशाल्लाह इसको विनिंग नॉक पे जो है वो फिनिश करें तो वो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि कल हमारा सेमीफाइनल है। तो इंशाल्लाह अगर वो जीतते हैं तो फिर फाइनल है, तो इसलिए हम अपने कॉम्बिनेशन के साथ जाएंगे और जीतने की कोशिश करेंगे।
और क्या लगता है कि क्या अच्छा टोटल होगा यहाँ पे चेज़ करना?
पिच अच्छा है, कोशिश करेंगे कि 110 तक जो है, क्योंकि हमारी बॉलिंग अच्छी है तो इसलिए मैं 110 बोल रहा हूँ। लेकिन पिच बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन कोशिश करेंगे जितने कम से कम पे आउट करेंगे तो फिर ये होता है कि एज ए टीम आपको ज़्यादा जो है वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती।
हैदर भाई, आपकी सिर्फ बॉलिंग अच्छी नहीं है, बैटिंग भी बहुत अच्छी है। आई थिंक कोई और डिपार्टमेंट जिस पे काम करना चाहेंगे?
ऑब्वियसली वो एज़ यू नो लाइक थोड़ा फील्डिंग में लैग कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये है कि डे बाय डे जो स्टार्ट हुआ था इवेंट, तब अगर आप देखें फील्डिंग हमारी और अभी आप देखें तो दिस इज़ टोटली डिफरेंट। तो यही है कि उसी को थोड़ा सा और जो है वो इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करेंगे।
Well done and keep doing it well.
Thank you.
Well, that is the news coming from the sideline. It's Abu Dhabi who's won the toss and they would like to bat first.
So the news from the toss is that Abu Dhabi captain Ali Abid winning the toss and opting to bat first. The young Alishan Sharfu out there in the middle, playing just one game, 5 runs to his name, but we know how hard he can go after the bowlers, especially in the power play. So Sharjah versus Abu Dhabi, the last game of this league phase, is Hazrat Luqman runs in for the first time. And look at that, some swing, just going down the leg, and the first run on board for Abu Dhabi. And joining me for the first time in this game is my co-commentator Adnan Arif. Welcome, Adnan. A good practice game for these two sides, because these two sides are already into the semi-finals.
Thank you so much, Mudassir. Yeah, absolutely. It's like a practice game for them. And they want to try out whatever combinations they can. And look at that. Shimmy down the wicket and off the middle of the bat for the first maximum of the very first delivery of the innings. What a shot.
The first legal delivery of this game has been sent out of the park. Number 45, the young batter of Abu Dhabi, Alishan Sharfu, not afraid to come down the track against Hazrat Luqman, a bit fuller. Nicely managed over the deep extra cover, off the mark in style, Alishan Sharfu.
He likes to announce himself from the word go. And look at that. Once again, shimmy down the wicket, and that's a good connection as well. Down the ground for yet another maximum. Onto the side screen. What a brilliant connection once again.
Back-to-back maximums for Alishan Sharful, looking dangerous out there in the middle early in the innings. not afraid to take on Hazrat Luqman. This time going straight over the bowler. A brilliant shot, always in command, in control. It's a good start for Alishan Sharfu and for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, this has not happened to Hazrat Luqman earlier. No other batsman has walked down the track against him, and Alishan Sharfu clearly turning the heat on to Hazrat Luqman there, taking him for 2 maximums back to back. This is what Alishan Sharfu brings to the table for Team Abu Dhabi. He missed out on the previous game. He looked a bit ginger, but today he starts off with those maximum.
Always a positive sign, promoting a youngster top the order and getting those runs. Back of length, not in command, but he will take those runs. Top edge straight over the wicket keeper. 1 bounce, 4 runs.
Well, he's going for everything now. This was pitched a bit shorter. It was not that short, but Alishan was in position to execute it. However, not got the middle of the bat, but it has still flown over the keeper for yet another boundary. 16 of the first 3 deliveries he's faced.
Oh, what a start he's providing to his team. Back of length, wanted to play towards the deep square leg, but he will take those runs. Alishan Sharfu moves to 16, couple of maximums at boundary. Runs in Hazrat Luqman, shimmy down the track. This time just keeping it away from the reach of Alishan Sharfu. A good comeback.
That movement away off the seam helping Hazrat Luqman on that occasion. Alishan Sharfu was in good position again to execute that, but it was that seam movement away from the right hander that took the ball slightly away from the bat.
Going for plenty of runs in his first over. Not afraid, yet again comes down the track. This time he goes over the point fielder. Dealing in maximum and boundaries is Alishan Sharfu.
He's showing the range of shots that he has in his repertoire. Look at that, over point this time. The first 2 sixes, one was wide off, long off, one straight on the side screen, and one behind point. Brilliant batting from Alishan Sharfu. 22 of just 5 deliveries there.
Looking good. Abu Dhabi, thanks to this man on screen, the young Alishan Sharfu on fire, quickly moves to 22. Feeling the heat is Hazrat Luqman. One more time coming down the track. Somehow manages to clear that mid-on fielder. So couple of runs. Running hard for the second run, Rohan Mustafa. A big over comes to an end. An expensive one from Hazrat Luqman, going for 25 runs in his first over. Abu Dhabi off to a great start, 25 after the end of over number 1. And looking at the sides for this game, for Abu Dhabi, Ali Abid the captain, Abdul Rahman Nasir, Alishan Sharfu, Ibrar Shah, Kamran Atta, Mohammad Nadeem, Mohammad Zubair Khan, Ramazan Haider, Rohan Mustafa, Uzair Bacha and Zia Mukhtar.
For Team Sharjah, it's Abdul Ghaffar. They're sticking to the main 11. So they don't want to take a chance. They want to continue with the momentum that they have had so far in the tournament. They've played 11 games, haven't lost a single yet. And I think and I fear that law of averages might step in somewhere. That's what happened to Team India in the recently concluded World Cup as well. So I think Sharjah might favor or might be okay with the loss here if they consider the law of averages.
They're chasing that record. The only team went on to lift the trophy without losing a game was Fujairah. They went on to win all their 10 league games, then the semi-final, then the championship game. So looking good is Abu Dhabi. The run machine, Rohan Mustafa, 165 runs. Look at the strike at 185. He's on strike facing Abdul Ghaffar. Nowhere near the ball. Some swing, not offering much pace, straight into the hands of wicketkeeper, but an excellent start provided by Alishan Sharfu.
Yeah, beautifully bowled there by Abdul Ghaffar. Before we even mention Alishan Sharfu, Rohan Mustafa is a very good batter. Especially, he doesn't utilize or make a lot of dot balls. That's the highlight of his innings. And he runs extra runs for his teammate as well. And that's why you see extra runs being scored whenever he's playing for any team. Oh, what a shot from him. Down the wicket. And that was brilliantly played. It went to the boundary like a rocket.
Using the feet, not afraid to come down the track, and it was hammered over that. No fielder position in that point region. Couple of bounces for 4 runs off the mark in style. Rohan Mustafa. Looking good is Ajman. They defeated Dubai. They moved into semi-final. Now Abu Dhabi, they started off really well. So growing high in confidence before that semi-final, the big game. A good start provided by Rohan Mustafa and Alishan Sharfu. They made the change at the top of the order, giving a chance to Alishan Sharfu. Yet again on the back foot, though there is a fielder trying to keep it away from Harsh Desai. Back-to-back boundaries.
A good shot once again from Rohan Mustafa, just backing away towards the leg side, opening up the offside to his advantage and playing it in front of the square, picking up another boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for Rohan Mustafa. He's off to 8 and Abu Dhabi off to 33 for no loss of just 9 deliveries.
Not afraid to go aerial, trying to take full advantage of the power play. The left-hand, right-hand combination nicely working in favour of Abu Dhabi. Even the likes of Abdul Ghaffar going for some runs. What should be the plan to bowl, especially to Rohan Mustafa, who is known for making the room and goes over that cover and point region?
Yeah, I think he struggled whenever someone has bowled into his body. That's where they should look at. This is the ball I was talking about. But he's got all the answers for all the deliveries you'll bowl today. He looks in top form. What a strike from him.
A brilliant hit, couple of boundaries, then a maximum. Look at the transformation of weight on the back foot, and that strong forearm and wrist comes into play. High and a maximum for Rohan Mustafa. The first maximum for Rohan Mustafa. In no time, Abu Dhabi moves to 39, 10 wickets in hand in just 1.4 overs.
A brilliant batting from Rohan Mustafa. He's complimenting his partner from the other side as well. Alishan Sharfu took Hazrat Luqman for 25 runs. And Abdul Ghaffar here leaking 14 of them of the first 4 deliveries that he's bowled, courtesy some brilliant batting from Rohan Mustafa. But Abu Dhabi, they've found a good pair in these two. They've made the change right up at the top, and now it's working in their favour right when it matters the most.
Oh, absolutely. The last time these two sides met in this edition of D10, Sharjah winning that game against Abu Dhabi. Better delivery, keeping it away a bit fuller. Slide swing straight into the hands of wicketkeeper. And talking about the first encounter between these two sides in this edition, it was Asif Lala's brilliant 68 unbeaten. They chased down the target of 128, if I'm not wrong, in just 9.3 overs. Though they have lost a couple of quick wickets, Asif Khan Behruz made sure he stays till the end. It's a good battle between these two sides.
Sharjah, they've got pretty good bowlers in their side. Stepping down the wicket off the edge, and it will fly away to yet another boundary. So boundary of the last delivery of the second over, 18 of that over as well. Abu Dhabi off to a flyer, 43 for no loss after 2 overs.
So these two batters forced the captain to make a change, and an early floating power play has been taken by Alishan and Rohan Mustafa. In comes the fast and furious Shehbaz Ali. Can he break this partnership?
He's a smart operator. I can tell you that. Look at that, a short delivery, skied up in the air, square leg region in play, one bounce into the fence. The fielder was not placed perfectly. Had he been there at the right spot, that would have just gone into the palms of the fielder.
Not afraid to play that pull shot. Shehbaz Ali not happy with that effort from Dawood Ejaz. Not connected well. It was miles up in the air, but it was away from Dawood Ejaz. He will take those 4 runs. The young lad batting brilliantly for his team. Got an opportunity to bat at top of the order and getting a good start. In fact, providing a good start to his team. Alishan quickly moves to 28.
He's batting at a strike rate of 400. That's a rare sight. Once again, pitch dug in short. That's high up in the air. Lot of work to do for the fielders, converging, and it drops right in the center of the 2. They'll pick up another couple of runs. It had lot of hang time, Mudassir, and no one could reach there ultimately.
And this is the first time Sharjah bowlers have been pushed on the back foot. Some excellent batting, though he was not in command. He will take those 2 runs. Alishan Sharfu, 49 for no loss. They have taken that floating power play. They want to carry this momentum into the semi-final. They'll be facing Fujairah. What a move they have made in the batting lineup, and it's working for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, you've scored 43 in your first 2 overs, and it's a good move to take a batting power play. Oh, that's a brilliant connection from Alishan Sharfu. That's going high and handsome over the mid-wicket region, and it's gone out of the stadium here. What a strike once again.
A maximum, and brings teams 50. Look at the strong forearm, standing firm in his crease. Goes towards the deep mid-wicket with ease, clearing that boundary. Shehbaz going for some runs. He's not afraid to take on the fast bowler Shehbaz. What a knock he's playing for his team. Young Alishan Sharfu on fire.
Yeah, it's not a short boundary there. It's a pretty long boundary, and to clear that with so much ease and with that kind of a distance really takes timing and power. So they've managed to somehow fetch the ball back. But that's a very strong statement from Alishan Sharfu. 36 of 9 deliveries. Again, at 400 strike rate.
And it's a very good opportunity and a platform someone for Alishan Sharfu to make a comeback in the senior team of UAE. He was a part of that squad which travelled to Australia the previous year for World Cup T20. They won the game against Namibia, and he took that catch of David Weezer in the bowling of Mohammad Wasim. Now doing the damage with the bat, looking brilliant. What a ball, but the luck favouring Alishan Sharfu, and Abu Dhabi even. A brilliant delivery going for some runs.
Well, you can't do much about that. Shehbaz just turning his back to Alishan Sharfu and going for his run up. It was very well executed. Yorker followed the batter, and Alishan Sharfu getting his bat right in time to deflect it towards that fine leg for yet another boundary. So 10 deliveries for his 40, and he's playing a gem of a knock out there in the centre.
Adnan, I feel for the bowler. He created a couple of chances in the couple of deliveries. Then a brilliant Yorker going for 4 runs. 16 runs so far in this over. Using the feet. Young boy. An excellent batting. Not afraid to take on Shehbaz Ali. Shimmy down the track and goes over the deep extra cover. Dealing in the maximums, Alishan Sharfu.
Well, Shehbaz usually deceives most of the batters with his slower delivery, but Alishan Sharfu has got the upper hand. Shimmy down the wicket, though it was a slower delivery, but picked up so well. A leg cut on that occasion, deposited high and handsome over the cover boundary, and that is a shot of the night for me. Beautifully done, beautifully executed. Moves on to 46.
Look at the maturity level, reading the hand of the bowler, coming down the track. 11 balls, 46. One more time, coming down the track. Thought of the single, no chance of that. So big over comes to an end. Shehbaz going for 22, got frustrated, not getting better of Shehbaz on the final ball of his over. Abu Dhabi looking dangerous at the end of over number 3. They are in a strong position, 10 wickets in hand. It's 65 for no loss.
मैं नहीं कर सकता, मैं नहीं कर सकता।
65 for no loss, 3 overs done, and not good pictures. The younger brother of Rahmanullah Gurbaz, who got 100 in Sharjah Cricket Stadium couple of hours ago against UAE. Masood Gurbaz not in a comfortable position. There's stoppage of play. The physio KK Kiran Kumar out there in the middle.
That's the broadcast streaming and OTT partners of the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. If you're in India, catch it on FanCode app. And if you're in the rest of the world, Sports I have got it covered on Facebook and YouTube pages. And looks like Rahman Gurbaz will be taken off the field. He's not feeling comfortable right there in the center, and rightfully so. He's been called off, and I think the duties will be replaced, the wicket keeping, and that's the highlight of the innings so far. Alishan Sharfu turning the heat on to Team Sharjah. Oh, look at those shots, brilliant, all around the ground. He started from long off, he went to straight down the ground, point, square leg, mid wicket, fine leg, you name it, he's played it everywhere. You call 360, and that's a prime example of it.
You missed one shot between the legs as well.
Yeah, that's what I called. That's what I called at fine leg.
Struggle continues, and looks like it will be captain of Sharjah, Haider Ali. A rare sight throughout the tournament. We have seen him bowling that first over of the innings, but now in a bit of bother. The three fast bowlers unable to break the partnership. It's for the first time in this game, left arm orthodox spin bowler, the captain Haider Ali, coming in to bowl the fourth over.
It took them 3 overs to understand the pace is not working for Team Sharjah. And now they bring the spinner on. The captain Haider himself, he's a very smart operator, mixes up his pace really well. I call him the bowling machine, and for a reason, because he likes to pitch it in very difficult areas, and he's very smart operator. 11 matches, 9 wickets with that economy of 8.55. It's really incredible because he bowls in power play, he bowls in death overs as well.
No, absolutely rightly pointed out by you. 8.95 economy, that too in the power play, keeping things tight. And there's a change behind the stumps. Masood Gurbaz out of the field, and the duties will be done by Fayaz Ahmed, the experienced Fayaz Ahmed, taking some time. It's a left hand right hand combination doing wonders for Abu Dhabi. Rohan Mustafa on 18, and Alishan just one hit away, becoming the fastest to score that fastest 50 in this tournament of 13 balls. He need one ball. Smile on Gurbaz's face. Sensible piece of batting. Played with soft hands, running hard for the first run. And look at that pressure built up by Rohan Mustafa. This is what Adnan Arif was talking about. Not only he can get you those quick runs by scoring boundaries, but it's also about the placement and running between the wickets. Excellent.
Yeah, and that these two have played enough cricket with each other to understand those calls. That's a brilliant running from these two to pick up couple of runs. That also adds up to the pressure. Brilliantly bowled into the wicket, just turning into the stumps, and well played there by Rohan. So once again we've got to just see how Ali Shan progresses from here onwards. He's certainly had a good start, and Rahman Gurbaz is not feeling really good out there. He's got a physio there. Medical team is around him to make sure that he gets enough medical attention.
On 50 in the air towards long on. Couple of juggles from Ghaffar. So a single. So far a good over. 4 runs of 3 balls. 19.7 the current run rate for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and the dew is now settling in as well. So quiet over so far. It's played straight to the field. A chance of a run out there. And that was done comfortably as well. Good calling from these two. And good running as well.
Lightning quick. It was a hit hard straight into the hands of cover fielder, responding to the call of his senior partner Alishan Sharfu, running towards the danger. And 5 runs of 4 balls. Can he get a boundary here? Goes big, could not connect well. So just a single. The captain of Sharjah doing a pretty good job.
But it's happening in singles and doubles at the moment. First 5 deliveries going for just 6 runs. So quiet over in the context of the game. They were going at 20s per over. That has come down a bit. 71 is the partnership between these two so far. Last delivery comes down the track, and a quicker delivery from Haider. That's played wide off that long off fielder. And a footwork from Ghaffar would not be able to stop that. That will go for yet another boundary. A timely boundary for Abu Dhabi. Just when it looked like it was going away with the boundary, let's over. Finishes up for 75 for no loss after 4 overs.
We'll start with that economy column. 25, 18, 22, then 10. Hazrat Luqman going for plenty of runs. So was Abdul Ghaffar and Shahbaz. Haider Ali bowled really well. His first over going for 10 runs. But the concern is the wickets column. They are struggling hard to break this partnership. Bowling has been disciplined. Just 1 extra conceded. It has been a terrific batting performance from Alishan Sharfu, especially the young lad taking on the bowlers of Sharjah. And in comes another youngster, Harsh Desai. 8 matches, 5 wickets, 11.20 economy.
Comes down the wicket and lofts it over the long on fielder for a maximum to reach his 50. And what a 50 this has been from Alishan Sharfu. Gets to it in style of just 15 deliveries, mind you.
A scintillating knock from the young Alishan Sharfu, dictating the terms out there in the middle. Welcomes Harsh Desai with a maximum shimmy down the track, and in the process goes past 50. What a knock he's playing, shimmy down the track. Was there a chance for Haider? Just clearing Haider Ali. Valiant effort, a maximum to start over number 5.
So pressure straight away on Harsh Desai. Once again down the wicket. Played towards that long off fielder. That will be a single. So he's rotating the strike as well. Not taking up a lot of deliveries at his end. Alishan Sharfu. 55 of just 16 deliveries. Rohan has not had much strike, but he's given him the contribution. Given the contribution to the team as well from the other side. Going at 260 strike rate as well.
Month of festival, Christmas and New Year around the corner, and Alishan Sharfu going bonkers here, taking the charge out there in the middle. And good to see Rohan Mustafa supporting him. not trying too hard, rotating the strike. I think now they are looking good. A good game for Alishan Sharfu before that semi-final.
If you're watching the screen, it's the same bowler who's operating. He's an ambidextrous, bowled with right hand to the left hander and left arm to the right hand batter. A very good, skillful bowler. And look at that for running between wickets. Brilliantly done. It was just wide off that field. Not much, but he had just 10 meters to cover. And the batters have turned it into a couple of runs.
Straight away running that first run hard, and that too taking on the arm of Hyder Ali, one of the quickest fielder for Sharjah. He has a very good arm. Hit hard straight to Harsh Desai. Was there a chance?
Yes, it was. I think that's a drop catch. It was a return catch to Harsh. It was coming at pace, but it's just lost that opportunity. And he also had the opportunity to run Rohan out there. But nevertheless, a chance given to Alishan Sharfu, and he makes full use of it. Backs away, goes for that big cover drive. Coming back for the second one. This can be tight. Oh no, it's Rohan Mustafa. I forgot. He completes another couple of runs for team at the halfway stage. Abu Dhabi 87 for no loss. This is the 50 of Alishan Sharfu. Brilliantly done. Started off with sixes, two of them of the first two deliveries, and that was a brilliant shot. It was very difficult to handle out there in the center for team Sharjah. Played it all around the ground. Mr. 360 is the term. Look at that for a shot. That was where he completed his 50, and equally applauded by his teammates. And what a start he has given to his team. 87 for no loss after 5 overs. It's going to be Hyder Ali to continue. Oh, brilliant change of pace from him. They're going for that single. And there's a run-out opportunity. It's direct hit. It looks like umpire is quite convinced that Alishan has made it comfortably. Well, joining us in the comm box will be the two new voices, Abid Ibrahim and K. Asif.
Thank you very much, Adnan. A bit of a bother there as Fayaz Ahmed is limping behind. Yeah, that's a very difficult place to be. Wicket-keeping job has been tough here. We saw earlier Masood Gurbaz has left out. He's got hurt earlier. And now it's Fayaz Ahmed behind the stumps. Got hit maybe on that knee cape. Let's hope he's alright. Sharjah will need his services. The big man looks in immense pain. He's in trouble.
Not easy for the non-regular wicket-keepers, Abid. Behind the stumps. Look at this. Oh, nasty one. Hitting on his left knee. And there was a chance of run out. But still he's in pain. Dr. Kiran is there.
Yeah, hopefully he does some magic. There's magic spray and a bit of magic of his. Yeah, that's where you can catch all these live actions for the rest of the world. Sports Eye, Facebook and YouTube page.
Not a good sign right before the semis. Couple of their players, they got injured. And both of them, they're the key players for Sharjah.
Well, indeed. That would be big shock for Sharjah if they couldn't get back these two power hitters of the ball. That will definitely disturb the batting order, and also not a great sign for the captain. Lots of headache if you have to keep them out of the game. Have a look at that beautiful, bright and big moon on.
Wow. Superb camera work. Look at this. And the moon just covering by the clouds. The weather is fantastic. And I heard that you guys are planning for the barbecue tonight.
Well, let's have this together. We are planning together.
Well, to be very honest, that everyone looks really, really exciting and going for the barbecue party.
Well, you're on board, and it's great time here in this part of the world when weather gets chilly, and we get excited, and we get to see these games also. And then when it gets late midnight, and especially in the weekends, we are a bit of a night owls.
That's cool. Now the wicket keeper number 3, Dawood, also an important player. You should be really careful behind the stumps. And Masood Gurbaz, and after that Fayaz still struggling. Yes, he cannot walk properly.
Yeah, the first thing he should do is leave the field. He should walk out, get the 12th. I think the 12th is already in for Masood Gurbaz. I think there's substitute should be coming in for Fayaz. He'll get little time to recover also. And also, you're fielding with 8.5 fielders.
Well said. But troubles for Sharjah, and Abu Dhabi started really well. Rohan, 27 and 12 deliveries.
Oh, that's a misfield. It might be easy to know a boundary there. A very casual in the outfield, Sharjah.
Yes, this is their problem, and it's a huge concern for them. It should have stopped easily, but 4 extras. I cannot say that these are really valuable runs for Abu Dhabi. You should stop them. And wicket number 1.
Rohan Mustafa stepping out of his crease. There was any comeback from there. Smartly bowled by Hatherley. So the batter is dancing down and he's bowled it away. And rest Dawood took the bails off in a blink of eye.
That was very good stumping. Sharply taken and good job done by Dawood. Hatherley, the skipper, bowling outside the off stump. Was that a wide delivery? Yes, that was a wide delivery. And they got a breakthrough. Rohan gone after making 31 on 13 deliveries. Abu Dhabi 92 for 1.
Yeah, coming back into the side, Kamran Atta. He's been rested for the previous game, but had a job in hand to do tonight. As he needs a game before the semis. Strike rate of just below 200 and the average of 34. Definitely a contender to play at the top order in Team Abu Dhabi.
Yes, the strike rate is almost 200 as you said. This is the best part. Kamran Atta, wicket-keeper batter. What a player he is. But tonight, it's Ali Shan who is doing a fantastic job for his team. 59 just on 19 deliveries.
Yeah, a bit of a gardening there as well. He's going well. Heaved it on the onside. They'll be easy 2 in the end. Uzairman. That's what I had a chat with Hatherley at the toss. He's a bit concerned about the fielding of his side. So the fielding has not been great for Sharjah. Batting and bowling undoubtedly has been top notch.
Agree with you.
Next one goes big. No chance. That sailed over. 6 runs. What a hit from Alishan Sharifu as he brings 100 up for the team Abu Dhabi.
What a shot that was. Again, Heather Bowling fuller, a quicker one. Isn't a good idea against Alishan, who's in good touch. Look at the timing. A slog sweep, sweetly timed, and got the maximum.
Well, everybody around there who's parked their cars, get them out of this ground. Alishan is tonging it all over the park. Makes room, plays inside out. Well followed by Haider. As he saw the batter is moving around. Well, that's a good over. A wicket and a 6 as well. End of the over. Alishan, the danger man is out there. If they go with this pace, they'll reach to 170. And they need to pick up a momentum. Sharjah has to pull things back. Good delivery. Absolutely no chance for Alishan to do anything. Given a lot of respect.
Harsh started very well, but what's wrong with the Alishan? He didn't try to hit that.
This time he heard you. He's gone bigger on the leg side. And that hits the pole and comes back. What a strike from Alishan as he moves to 74.
And this time, stepping back, going on the back foot, making some room. And again, top-notch timing from Alishan. Look at the distance. That was a powerful strike. What a maximum that was.
A classic shot. That's a clear evidence that if he doesn't find the ball, he's losing that, he'll not go after it. Steps out, makes it full toes, goes over the cover this time. Some work for Uzair Manes. He's been busy in the outfield. They'll pick up an easy run there.
Good intent by the Abu Dhabi batters. Alishan. The strike rate is exactly 300. Phenomenal. And right before that, a Bolden. That was a quick one. Very good delivery. Good comeback.
Perfect delivery. Just the kind of delivery you need to get back in the game. It had everything in it. Bit of drift, bit of turn. The arm ball coming in with the arm. Takes the big wicket. Look at that. Releasing point and that curve in from the left armour. And it's a big wicket walking out. Kamran Tadipat scoring 1 of 2. 109 for 2 Abu Dhabi. Well, he's got best of 18 so far in the tournament, is where he's much better than these figures what they suggest. He's a great player. And now immediately after picking up a wicket, you can sense Harsh Desai getting a bit of drift and bowling at the right areas. Just the right kind of a delivery to start with for Ali Abid.
Well, it's not easy to manage a bowler like Harsh Desai. Rightly said. Ali Abid's form is a big concern.
Goes deep and gets a full toss. That's gone big. Straight as an arrow. 6 runs. That's what we call stand and deliver. Gets the over done and dusted. A big one. 2 sixes in the over. Yes, a wicket, but 2 sixes moreover. 116 for 2 Abu Dhabi. And I think the spin has been out of the attack for a reason. As yes, Harsh provided the breakthrough, but then gone for plenty of runs. Uzairman comes into bowl, and probably to bring the force behind the ball being reason, it's a wet outfield. It's dew settling in, hard to grip the ball for the spinner, especially the finger spinners. Knocked him over. First ball, what? That's a no ball. Can you believe it? Hold on. There's a drama and action. What a relief that would be for Ali Abid as he's been beaten. And he's knocked him over, but that was a no ball. Front foot no ball.
Yes. Line always belongs to umpire.
Unbelievable. Now what action here. Whereas you got the captain of the opposition on your very first delivery, but a small error that will hunt you back. It's just not the no ball, but a free hit. Look at that. A bit of swing, a little bit gap between the bat and pad. Oh, free hit, and that's not it. It's another no ball. Uzairman, what have you done? You've really got to keep this practice. Bowling no balls in the 10 overs format, it's a bit costly.
Again, similar kind of delivery and the same result. Uzair looks in trouble. And talk about Ali Abid. As I said earlier, that his form is a real concern for Abu Dhabi. Once again, he remained lucky. Here we go.
A free hit this time. That will pass away, race away. That was it. Lightning outfield. It helped its way. What batter has done is placed it to the perfection.
Well, that was nothing wrong with that ball. But to be very honest, that the batters, Ali Shan, timed really well. 87 on 28 deliveries.
Well, we were talking about Usman Khan making the first 100 of this Emirates D10 powered by FanCode. There seems to be another man who's got just arrived in this tournament. The first game, he's got a failure, but now he's delivering it. 13 away from his century. Inside out, up in the air, over the fielder. 6 more. What a strike. Ali Shan, clinical performance this is.
Ali Shan, what a shot that was. It was again making some room and playing over the covers. Even fielder was there, but no chance.
Nothing there for Shahbaz Ali. You can only watch the ball sailing over his head. 7 shy of 100. Can this be a maiden 100? Well, this one hit on the onside and that has gone over the par. That's another maximum 2 in 2 and Ali Shan is 1 run away from his century. 99 of just 30 balls.
Well, again, same kind of delivery. Same shot, same result. I don't know when he is making some room. Why you are not bowling a slow delivery? Maybe a slow bouncer. Maybe a good yorker. Giving width. And now here we go. 99 on first time.
Just maybe need to tap and run. Yes, he does that exactly and brings the 100 up. What a moment it is. Take a bow. Alishan, you have done it. First 100 of Emirates D10 powered by FanCode. A maiden one for team Abu Dhabi. And what a way to arrive in the tournament. Alishan has come late into the tournament but has shown his class. What a beautiful exhibition of batting.
Well, look at the strike rate. 11 sixes. Just on 31 deliveries. A top-notch innings. And elegant batting by Alishan.
Oh, keeper missing out there. The ball was down the leg side. A lot of trouble there for Sharjah. Can this be the game that they were worried about? They might have to face one defeat before getting to the business end. And this is much needed call for Sharjah. If they don't learn from there, there is no comeback from tomorrow.
Well said. You would have to learn with your mistakes. And the only concern, that is fielding.
Again tries to make a room outside off and keeper again fumbled. Missed that ball. And they'll run off for 2. What's going on? Yes, you have slipped out. We can understand. But the first thing is to do your basics right. Go fetch the ball back.
There was an outside edge. You dropped the catch. And then there was one. And look at the awareness from the batters. They've taken couple. The wicketkeeper was lazy there. Dawood, yes, you're not a regular wicketkeeper, but even then, best efforts require in the field.
Hit on the onside. Into the gap, no. Straight to the fielder. And they'll pick up another 2. By far, this has been a perfect performance. This is from Abu Dhabi. 144 for 2 at the end of 8. Have a look at that. They have got the start. The opening was flawless. It was great batting. Rohan Mustafa along with Alishan. When Rohan departed, scoring 31 of just 13 deliveries. And it was Alishan who's taken this whole responsibility. Scoring runs has been his job and he's done really well. Bringing the maiden century of Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. And that has been a great timing to bring on just before the semi-finals, where Abu Dhabi need all their batters to click. And Alishan has got himself into the great form. And there will be a lot of positive to take out for Abu Dhabi. They'll feel confident if they beat Team Sharjah, which is very difficult job to do. Penultimate over, Abdul Ghaffar. Ali goes up in the air. Some work for the fielder. Needs to cover lots of ground. And Muhammad Asif, maybe he's dropped that catch. Has it carried all the way? Well, if it does, that should have been a catch.
Well, let's see. There's the problem with Sharjah. And it was high in the air. Asif was running. Yes, he has reached there. But the execution wasn't perfect. And he went for slide and dropped the catch.
This one has been hit hard straight to the fielder. Harsh has been busy in the outfield there. He's got a very solid connection. He's sighting the ball perfectly, middling it well, and getting those boundaries quite comfortably. This is what Alishan can do. If he gets going, he's unstoppable.
Well, promoting him as an opener tonight, right before the semis, against Sharjah, against a strong side, working this plan.
Whipped on the onside, this one straight to Shehbaz Ali. And you can sense the shoulders getting dropped from Team Sharjah. And that's happening for the first time in the tournament.
And the first century in Emirates D10 2023 scored by Ali Shan just on 31 deliveries. What an innings from him.
Next one. Oh, tries to play a switch shot which was not needed at all. When you can strike straight down the ground, you have knocked every corner of this ground, and after making such a big runs, 100, and you get dismissed playing a cheap shot. That's not Alishan what we would like to see.
Well, after a very good innings, he wanted to improvise, but a very good Yorker from Ghaffar. But superb batting. 103 just on 35 deliveries. Abu Dhabi 147 for 3.
Can this be the over where Sharjah was looking to make a comeback in the game just towards the end of the innings? Exactly 8 balls to go, and they've started picking up wickets one after the other. The first one to depart was Rohan Mustafa, then Kamran Atta, and now the danger man. Good delivery there. Angling it. A bit of fumble there, which will allow the batters to cross for 2 comfortably. One last delivery of this penultimate over from Abdul Ghaffar, and Sharjah would be looking for a wicket. Just like that. Rock the middle stump.
That was a very good Yorker delivery. Ali Shan, you have done your best. Yes, you can smile. It's your night. Brilliant batting.
What a phenomenal knock it has been. We thought maybe the Usman Khan would be the first man to get to 100. The way he struck against Emirates Blues. But the beauty of that 100 is that has come against the best. 101.49 for 3 at the end of 9. Hazrat Luqman to bowl the final over where he's gone for 25 in his first. Things are pretty different now. Right now you have 2 new batters batting together, and they're not the openers. There is no field restriction. He's quick. He's tall. He gets that ball to get a little bit of extra bounce because of the height. Abu Dhabi getting to 150. Just at the right time. 5 more balls to go. Bowls the Yorker. A quick one. Oh, they should try to restrict them. Oh, these are easy too. You need to do better than this, Shehbaz Ali.
Good running between the wickets. Lukman conceded 25 runs in his first over. That was a good call after playing yes. And that was only a single.
Yeah, well then I thought they might have run for two. Yeah, he's doing well. He's keeping it the right areas. He's keeping it full, not allowing batters to play the big shots. Maybe you need to keep things simple at times. Where there's been already targeted cheat for Abu Dhabi, they would not really like to go hard at you. They'll look for the looseness. Just don't give the looseness. Outside off, with offer this time. This one has been lofted and chopped for a boundary.
Very good shot. Outside the off stump. And width when offered. It's the for number 722. Look at this shot. Wow. Excellent piece of batting.
Well, the only error made by Hazrat Luqman was he offered a lot of width. He's given them enough time and all the width for the batter. Just like I said earlier, they will be looking to go after the loose deliveries. And Hazrat Luqman into his final over. Can he pick up a wicket here? This one hit straight and in the gap. 4 runs, back to back 2 boundaries. And Abu Dhabi is at the top.
Dazzling batting from Uzair. Again, the same delivery. This time he targeted over extra cover, couple of bounces and over the fence. So very good batting from Uzair. He's on 11. 2 boundaries in this over. And Luqman conceded 36 runs. Still 1 delivery remaining.
One last ball. 160 already on board. And not timed it well. They'll push for 2. The fielder need to be a little more sharper than this. It's been a great running. The throw is at the keeper's end. And that was a bit wayward throw. And they'll get easy 2 in the end. 162 what Abu Dhabi has posted on board. And in reply, Sharjah has a lot of work to do. It would be 163 runs target and will be a little difficult for these batters considering Masood Gurbaz will come back to bat or not. And Fayaz Ahmed limping out, a little bit of a concern for Sharjah. But they have enough batting power to chase this one, let me tell you, considering it's a wet outfield out there. The dew has settled. The game is on.
Very good batting effort from Abu Dhabi. Ali Shan scored a century and Rohan
Plenty of runs. Time for the highlights where Ali Shan came on to bat along with Rohan Mustafa. And it was the first over gone for 25 runs from Hazrat Luqman. It was all those towering sixes from Ali Shan. And that was biggest of all against Abdul Ghaffar, Rohan Mustafa. And it was a bit of a competition between the two who hits big. But that is gone when Rohan Mustafa has departed. But the job was not done for Ali Shan. He took the responsibility and delivered. Despite at the other ends, the wickets were losing. But Ali Shan didn't stop from paddling onto the gas. Those boundaries and sixes was making it so easy, looking so easy for him. He perished after scoring century. And then in the end, Uzair Basha providing just the right kind of double boundaries. And that's how it summed up. Well, time for us to take a short break and be right back when Sharjah is chasing 163.
Good evening and once again welcome back to 76 Malek Cricket Stadium, Ajman. Match number 42. It's all about Alishan Sharfu getting that first 100 of this edition of D10. The young lad batted brilliantly for his 103 of just 35 balls. Rohan Mustafa gave him the much needed support from the other end, managing quick 31 of 13 balls. Kamran Ratta went out cheaply. Ali and Uzair remained unbeaten. 9 extras conceded by Sharjah and Abu Dhabi, managing 162 for the loss of 3 in their allotted 10 overs. Just 3 bowlers were among the wickets. Abdul Ghaffar bowled brilliantly 2 overs for his 23 runs and a wicket to his name. Haider Ali gone for plenty of runs, 2 overs 25, a wicket to his name. The young lad Harsh Desai was also among the wickets, 2 overs 26 runs. Other bowlers struggled tonight against the likes of Alishan and Rohan Mustafa, and in the process a history has been created here in 76 Malek Cricket Ground. Alishan, the young lad, getting 100 and Sharjah's undefeated so far. Asif Khan, it lot depends on this batter. 12 matches, 392 runs, and look at the strike rate, 227, 77, unbeaten, the best so far in this tournament. And to talk a lot more about this run chase and the batters of Sharjah, joining me, Adnan Arif. Welcome, Adnan.
Thank you, Mudassir. Uzair Haider will be alongside Asif Khan. 8 matches for him in this tournament. He's got a very healthy strike rate as well. And it's the man on your screen, Ibrar Shah, who will be operating with the new ball. First over for Team Abu Dhabi. And Asif Khan will be really crucial for Team Sharjah if they are to come anywhere close to the total. So first ball of the second innings coming up.
Trying to go big, way outside the off. In the previous game, Adnan, they were chasing 128. Asif Khan was dropped down 4 by Ali Abid. Then he went on to add 64 more runs. And he remained unbeaten. And Sharjah got that win against Abu Dhabi. So far they are undefeated in this tournament, winning their previous 11 games. That 11 games winning streak is under a bit trouble.
You can say that. Posting a huge total, 163, and Asif Khan trying to up the ante here. Goes for that wild outside off stump shot, almost going to the boundary, but somehow stops right beside it. They'll complete 2 in the process. The first runs added on the board, and Asif Khan is off the mark.
A thick outfield helping Abu Dhabi. Ball just stopping before that boundary rope. Off the mark with those couple of runs, Asif. So is Sharjah.
Yeah, the dew will not be helping the batters out there because the ball will get damp and it will be difficult to slog it out of the park. They need to hit maximums here. A lot of them. 16.3 runs per over. That is going to be an uphill task, especially after the power play. Brilliant delivery. Looking for that Yorker length. And I think it has hurt Asif. Seems to be limping a bit, but he won't show any sort of pain. He's a strong man. Look at that. Brilliant delivery.
Riding high on confidence after his batters posted a mammoth total. Gave that edge to the bowlers. Started off really well. 3 balls, just couple of runs given away by Ibrar Shah. Asif Khan looking for his first boundary in this innings. Well done. Keeping Asif Khan Behruz on the back foot.
Yeah, and they go off for that quick run. Rightfully. Almost got run out in the process. It was towards that field at extra cover. So that brings Uzair on strike now. He's a good batter as well. Likes to dominate the opponents. But again, 163, massive total. And I'd like to say that most of the teams, in fact, all the teams that have qualified for semi-finals, they're finding their mojo. And look at that. What a brilliant pickup that was. The length was spotted so early and he got into the position pretty well to execute that couple of bounces 4 towards mid-wicket.
Getting a game in the absence of Zohaib, the left-hander. And Masood Gurbaz has been rested after a bit of trouble in the first innings. And there you go, Uzair Haider on the back foot. off the mark in style with the boundary. A huge task for these two openers of Sharjah, chasing the target of 163. They need a good power play.
Oh, that's skied up in the air. Few fielders running after it. He's managed to clear the infield. He'll pick up 2 of the last delivery of the first over. Not a great start, but they'll take it. 9 runs of the first over without any loss, Sharjah.
It's a good over from Ibrahim, going for just 9 runs now. 154 needed of 54 balls. It's Uzair and Asif Khan Behrouz out there in the middle for Sharjah. And to bowl the second over, it's Zia Mukhtar getting ready.
In the meantime, I'd like to ask you, what do you reckon of the 4 top teams that have qualified into the semi-final?
The last day, it looks like Ajman and Abu Dhabi, they have the upper hand. The way the batters, the bowlers have performed really well. A juicy full toss. There was an advantage for Asif Khan to go and get that maximum, but he is under pressure.
This is what happens when you have a scoreboard pressure. You tend to miss out on deliveries where you actually back your timings. And on that occasion, Asif Khan looking to go big and hard on that ball, missing his timing. Usually he's a very good timer off the ball, but such is the scoreboard pressure that it can take you off guard.
The way Alishan Sharfu batted, the Sharjah team is in a bit of shock and surprise. Good to see match referee Iftikhar Ali, alongside him is GBLX, the TV umpire, the scorers, enjoying the outing. Hit hard and this time connects well over the deep extra cover. Ball racing towards the fence. First boundary for Asif Khan Behrouz.
This is what he wanted to get going, and he's found that of the 6th delivery. He's found his first boundary here. Played over extra cover. Couple of bounces and then rolls onto the fence for a much important boundary from Sharjah's perspective. 13 for no loss now after 8 deliveries. Still 150 more to get of 52 deliveries.
And Abu Dhabi, they know the importance of this wicket, and if he keeps going, then it will be an easy chase for Sharjah. But as of now, he's struggling. One more delivery onto the pads, unable to connect well here.
Usually at the start of the innings, you see Asif Khan has this knack of finding room for himself outside off, and Zia Mukhtar on that occasion understands that, and he's bowling onto the body. That's where he's a little bit weak in the initial part of the innings. Once he gets going, then it becomes difficult to bowl at any part of the ground.
This is what you're talking about. Though he was in an awkward position, wanted to play towards that mid wicket, an inside edge, he will take that boundary. 4 runs, and handy 4 runs for Asif Khan Behrouz.
Yeah, this was off the inside half of the bat. But I think with that line, you've got to have your square leg deep rather than your mid wicket. And I think they've missed the plot on that occasion. So back-to-back boundaries for Asif now. There was a dot ball there in the middle of those 2 boundaries. But he'll take that. 11 of 8 deliveries now. And they got 8 of this over already. So if they can finish up with a couple of more boundaries, then they will find some momentum moving towards them.
Absolutely. So far, it has been a decent over. It was in the slot. Hit hard, chased by Ramazan. The fielder from the deep mid-wicket, Ibrahim, coming into play. A couple of more runs will be added to the total. And coming back to your question, a similar question I would like to ask you. Moving into the semi-finals, it's clear now Sharjah will be playing against Ajman and Abu Dhabi against Fujairah. Your favourites?
Well, it all depends on that particular day, what the team is feeling. Frankly telling you, I wouldn't pick up any side being in the commentary team. I would like to be neutral. I would like to call out the game being neutral. And again, brilliantly bowled and off-pace delivery. Dug in shot, beaten by pace on that occasion. Dot ball to end the over number 2nd. We'll continue that conversation after the short break. 2 overs done, 19 for no loss.
So the signal coming in, the mandatory power play, they just got 19. They have opted for the floating power play. It's Asif and Uzair out there in the middle, and Ibrar Shah will continue to bowl that floating power play over. So far, it's not a good news for Sharjah. They have got just 19. When the game started in the second innings, the required run rate was above 16 runs per over.
Well, they're looking for that big over and they want it in the power play. That's why they've opted for it. A straighter delivery. They're going for that quick single. This can be tied on the other end. Asif had made that comfortably. It was the other end which was the danger end. And the keeper opted the wrong end, in my opinion.
Smart thinking by Asif Khan Behru. Slight fumble, and he has gone for that run. He wants to take the strike. Though there was a direct hit, he was comfortably home. So good news for Sharjah is Asif Khan is on strike.
So again, those first 2 overs, they haven't got much runs on board. So they will want to have that big over somehow, and they have opted for that power play. It's not something that was needed at this time, but the situation demands so.
Absolutely, at least they need 20 runs in this over. Just clearing that point fielder. A low full toss, making room and played over the point. So some runs coming in, but he's struggling clearly, Asif Khan Behru.
Yeah, that was not in his zone. Movement away by Ibrar, taking the ball much away from his arc. And really that feet movement, he's struggling with the feet movement, I think. Usually he's very strong on that side of the wicket. Any width offered, he might even take you for a 6. But he's clearly missed out on that. That's kite up in the air. 2 men converging. As the point fielder that has called, and he's just grasped it. And that thing happened in the previous match as well. You were calling out earlier, Mudassir. There was a catch dropped on 6 and he went on to make 64, I believe.
Yeah, he went on to make 68. Now today, yet again, there was an opportunity. Ramazan, nowhere near the ball. A poor effort survives Asif Khan Behru on 15. Just 5 runs of the floating power play. Ibrar not giving much room to Asif. The problem in this innings that he's just trying to make the room going down the leg. This is much better shot. Playing away from the reach of the fielder. A much needed boundary.
Oh, what a good shot that was. There was a fielder placed there, but it was hit so hard that he didn't even get time to reach around it and stop that from going to the boundary. Look at that roll of the wrist to ensure that it stays down. Brilliant execution.
9 runs. He needs a couple of maximums here. They need to keep that required run rate in check. Asif moves to 21 of just 13 balls.
Oh, that's hit straight down the ground. Has it gone the distance? Yes, it has. It's a maximum. I think he's heard you, Mudassir, there.
Even the on-field umpire, Nadeem Anjum, loved that shot. He was in an awkward position and a brilliant delivery, but it was an excellent shot. Playing with the straight bat, goes over the bowler. What a hit, a massive hit from Asif Khan.
What a shot it was. It was not even there. Had it been some other batsman, he would have looked to go towards mid-wicket, flick towards it. But in fact, he's gone down the ground and for a maximum. Shows the class of this man. 27 of 14 deliveries now. Once more, same area, but a different result. One bounce into the boundary. It's a good end to that over. 4, 6 and 4. 3 overs done, 38 for no loss.
One more change. Ramazan Haider, the gentle medium fast bowler. 6 wickets to his name. Economy of 9.75. A new recruit for Abu Dhabi. He has been brilliant. But he's under the pressure because he dropped Asif Khan in the previous over. He was on 15. Now looking dangerous. Moves to 31 in no time of just 15 balls. 125 needed of 42 balls. The run machine, Asif Khan, Behruz. Till the time he's out there in the middle, there's a chance for Sharjah.
I was about to say that as long as Asif is there, out there in the middle, Abu Dhabi will not breathe a sigh of relief. They've got to see the back of Asif Lala very early now. Now he's got going as well in the previous over. You've seen him execute those brilliant shots. He's off to 31 now after 15 deliveries. 125 more required of 7 overs. It looks like there'll be a change in ball, or the ball has been retrieved back after that last boundary.
It took almost 3 to 4 minutes to find that ball. So 38 on board. Having a close look, both the umpires. On the right of your screen, Nadeem Anjum, and the man on screen is Tahsin Zaidi. 2 experienced umpires standing in this game, the last league game of this edition of Emirates D10 powered by FanCode. Asif Lara and Shahbaz Ali having some fun in the dugout. Getting ready with that blue headband is medium fast bowler Ramazan to Uzair. Hit hard, straight towards the bowler. Chased by the mid-off fielder, ball racing towards the fence. Needs a better effort. 2 fielders converging. The slide, not able to stop the ball. Luckily, no one got injured there. What a start. A bit fuller, go straight. Look at the chase from Alishan Sharfu. Ball just slowing down. Heavy dew out there in the ground. Zia and Alishan Sharfu. Luckily, no damage has been done. 42 for no loss. Trying their best. And it will be a record chase if they can go and get that 165. Go straight in the radar of Uzair Haider. The first ball was a boundary. The second one, a maximum. What a hit. Brilliant piece of batting. Now they are finding their touch. The gentle medium pace of Ramazan not helping the cause of Abu Dhabi. An easy picking for Uzair Haider. What a hit. Goes over the mid-off fielder Alishan Sharfu. Now they are looking dangerous, these 2 batters. 48 for no loss. Still long way to go, but they believe in themselves. The way these 2 are getting those runs. Asif on 31. Uzair on 16. 10 runs so far in this over. Back of length, top edge in the air, chance for the fielder. Just away from the bowler as well as from the fine leg fielder. So the luck favouring the brave batters of Sharjah, of Asif and Uzair. Uzairman getting a chance in the absence of left-hander Zoeb, and this was the previous delivery coming into the right-hand batter, caught in an awkward position, miles up in the air but falling in no man's land. So a single has been taken. Just a reminder, Asif Khan Behrouz has been put down the previous over by Ramazan. After that he added 16 to his total. Can he get better of Asif Khan? Onto the hip, using the wrist and plays fine. No chance for the fielder at deep square leg. With that boundary, Sharjah goes past 50 in no time. They started off slowly. What a lovely looking shot. Using the wrist, always behind the ball, dictating the terms out there in the middle. Till the time he's out there in the middle, Sharjah will fancy the chances to maintain their 100% winning record in this edition of D10. He moves to 35 with that boundary. An expensive over. A wild swing. He could have gone towards the deep extra cover, thinking to go big straight down the ground, misses the line completely.
Yeah, I think the ball was there to be hit. But it's just that he went a bit too early on that one. It's a rare dot ball for Team Abu Dhabi here. 53 for no loss. They've brought up the 50-run stand for the first wicket here. Asif going great guns, 35 of 17. And in this over, Uzair joining the party as well, 17 of 6 deliveries now.
Can he get a maximum here? Can he end the over with the flourish? A good comeback coming into Asif Khan. Needed a better throw from Rohan Mustafa. He tried his best. But 16 runs from that over of Ramazan. Sharjah, slowly they are coming back into this game. The partnership flourishing between these two. At the end of over number 4 is 54 with that single, 10 wickets in hand.
So Rohan Mustafa up against Asif Lala. Bowls that brilliant Yorker to start off with. And it's a dot ball. He understands that Asif is going to line him up. He bowls a brilliant Yorker to start off.
109 needed of 35 balls. A surprise delivery, lucky runs. Thick outside edge and goes past the wicket keeper. 4 runs.
Yeah, we've seen many of these deliveries from Rohan. He digs it in the pitch, bowls that quicker one. And that occasion slices it just beside the wicket keeper. That rolls away to a boundary. A much needed one for Team Sharjah. For 4 of the first 2 deliveries, he'll be looking to go big in this particular over.
Need to bowl full, need to bowl this Yorkers yet again. Back of length, the surprise delivery. There is a chance, fielder converging. Ah, brilliant effort from Ali Shan Sharfu. But Asif Khan Behruz getting one more life here. Was it needed the dive? He almost covered the ground.
Yeah, I think he covered the ground and he was having momentum with him. And to stop that momentum, he lifted himself in the air. And he's done some damage to his back as well. Look at that. He fell very hard on it. Not really required there, Ali Shan Sharfu. You've done pretty well with the bat. That's played towards wide of that deep cover fielder. They'll pick up another couple of runs here.
First he was dropped on 15. Then on 39. He should thank Nadim Anjum. Yes, there you go. High five. Unintentionally. He was not expecting the ball to come on to him.
That's a good backup from the umpire. A full toss. That's screamed over the cover fielder. One bounce. That's the signal from the fielder and they'll take it. A brilliant boundary. What a shot it was. The low full toss, but it had to be put away.
This is what happens when you give a chance to the batter of this caliber. He was dropped a couple of times on 15, then on 39. Will it be called wide? Yes. So he started off really well, but going for some runs. 11 runs. In fact, 13. Can he get a maximum here?
Look at that delivery. He could have hit that above point and then he goes again. That's skied up in the air once again. Ali Shan Sharfu, can he takes it this time? Yes, he does. A tumbling sort of an effort, but he holds on to that one to send back Asif.
He kept on bowling that surprise delivery. He went for some runs, but he backed his strength. Rohan Mustafa pitching it back. That bumper wanted to go big, not in command. Top edge. And a good catch taken by Ali Shan Sharfu. At last, Asif Khan Behruz needs to walk back to the pavilion. The final ball of Rohan Mustafa is over. The surprise delivery wanted to go big towards that long on, not in command. An excellent catch taken under pressure by Ali Shan Sharfu. So a much needed breakthrough has been provided by Rohan Mustafa. The big man making quick 47 of 24 balls with the help of 7 fours and a maximum. Sharjah 67 for the loss of 1 after over number 5.
.96 required on 30 deliveries. Danger man Asif Lala got out. And this is the wicket number 2. Uzair making some room. It was an armor delivery. Knocked him out. Good bowling from Zubair. And the asking rate is high. Around 17 runs. Here we go. Wanted to head towards mid-wicket. Uzair headed on 17, 67 for 2. Dawood Ijaz, new man in, is in good form Average is very good, 25.76, and the strike rate almost 200. First delivery played towards mid wicket for a single. He off the mark. Lots of responsibilities on his shoulder now. He would have to play a thrilling and exciting innings here. That was the wicket. Uzair. No connection. Missed. And both of these batters, Asif Lala and Uzair, they got out down the leg side. Nicely taken by Kamranata. It's a wide delivery.
Well, I think the hopes are alive in Sharjah tent as long as this man is right at the centre, Abdul Ghaffar. We know what he's capable of. And it will not take him too long to get back in the groove. But it's a little tall task ahead as they required around 90s. 93 to win, to be precise. With a tall task ahead of Sharjah. And that too of just a 4.5 overs. For that, both ends need to spark runs.
Rightly said. Down the track. Went for a big shot. Who wants it? Oh no, it's landed in a safe area. And Ali Shan was there. Dawood, the idea was okay to go for a big shot. That was the requirement, as you said earlier.
Yeah, you just can't be holding it back. It's hit out or get out situation for Sharjah batters. Ghaffar. He's got a brilliant reach and he goes straight down the ground. And that's how he announces his arrival. Big six. Straight down the ground.
Very good shot on the back foot. Stand and deliver. It was pitched in the middle. And look at the distance. Powerful shot.
I don't think so. We'll see the spinners bowling against Ghaffar after this set. Single and Ghaffar will keep the strike. End of the over, number 6, 78 for 2 Sharjah. Now, major heavy lifting was done by Asif Khan. And Uzair didn't get going, only 17. That's the problem when you have to shuffle at the top order. They have to drop Masood Gurbaz down the order. He's not fit. He's got blow while keeping wickets. And then Fayaz Ahmed, we saw that ball hitting him on knee. And he was found limping around. A bit of concern there for Team Sharjah as they are stepping ahead for the semi-finals, which is tomorrow. Hope their players recover well. Striping at the centre back. The two umpires. You can understand it's a very wet conditions out there, so the ball losing its shape, and the umpires have gone together to choose a new ball. Rohan Mustafa to the left-hander. This one is straight hit to the fielder. Very hard hit along the ground.
People call him a right-arm off-spinner. But for me, he is a medium pacer. Really. With the short run-up, the way he generates the pace, it's amazing.
He's a fighter. We call him fighter. Shuffled. And Rohan got those early. A bit of banter there. Yeah, I got you, man. You're shuffling to hit me big.
Good character and a very good delivery that was.
Yeah, fantastic ball. He's a lovely character and a wonderful all-rounder. Oh, that's miscued. Up in the air. Oh, a lot of work there for Zubair Khan. Oh, mix up between the two batters and Dawood has to walk out. There was never two. And Ghaffar never asked for a run. Goodness me, Sharjah is losing its plot.
That was a poor call. No communication, and that was a short pitch delivery. Ghaffar wanted to hit over the fine leg. Nicely taken by Uzair, and good throw in the end. Nicely picked up by Kamran Atta. So wicket number 3. Important wicket. Dawood departs. It's 81 for 3. Another quicker one, and top edge. It's a boundary. Wanted to play towards fine leg. Even Rohan is smiling. Look at that, a quicker one.
Yeah, that's been 2 back-to-back bouncers there from the spinner. And the previous one was a run out there. I don't know where Dawood was heading, but now he headed straight to the dugout. Again shot, but pulled. Longer part of the ground, and the fielder Zia Mukhtar has put down the chance.
This is the 3rd catch they've dropped, Abu Dhabi. Normally they are very good with the catching. And the bouncer number 3 from an off spinner.
Well, to be very honest, it's not the first occasion. You see the drop catch. Yeah, that's ripped off the pads. That was arm ball. Maybe a chance of run out. Kamran Atta maybe wanting the fielder to send that ball towards the non-striking end. That would be it. End of the over number 7. Have a look at this one. Hold on. Pick and throw. Yeah, he was home. He was comfortably home. 7 overs gone, 86 for 3.
Off the mark with this single, and 77 to win. 76 to win, I beg your pardon.
It doesn't make much difference there, as long as the remaining deliveries that you need to say. Out of only 17 deliveries. Almost impossible.
Well, mathematically it's not impossible, dear. If you hit 16 fours, yes, it won't work. But if you hit 16 sixes, then where would you be standing?
Well, I think first thing I need to do is kick you out of the com box by throwing you down for giving all those calculations to our viewers. In time, big shot, leg side, and that would be dropped another one. Well, they are very casual in the outfield.
Yes. Right before the semis, they're not working out on their mistakes, especially fielding is a big concern. It was high in the air. Even he was under the ball, but no, away from his body. Another big one. Or yes, it's went out of the park. No, it's a boundary.
Yeah, as you said earlier, the boundaries would not work here for Sharjah. They need sixes coming in. But you need to applaud the performance of Abu Dhabi batters. Hit straight. Over. That's gone over sailing, and I don't think so we'll get that ball back.
Yes, it's a very good shot. And proper connection right out of the middle of the bat. And it went out of the stadium for a maximum. Are we looking for another ball? Yes, the third umpire, the reserve umpire, will run in with the box of the ball.
Yeah, you said he'll be running in. He's hardly walking.
He must be tired. Do remember Ali Shan scored a century, and he was very active in the field, just bringing some new balls. Oh no, this time they found the ball and he's going back.
Yeah, I think they've got the ball back. Thank you very much. Umpires not in mood to walk all the way at the center. It must be a tiring day for them, as we've seen lots of balls getting disappeared here, especially when this man is striking. This might be another one. No, straight down to the throat, and he puts it down. Zubair Khan. Well, what's going on? It's a buttery hands for the fielder of Abu Dhabi. Ali Shan can't believe it.
It's the fifth catch. They've dropped it. And to be very honest, doesn't look good on this level when you're dropping these kind of dolly catches.
Abdul Ghaffar still going hard at it, and Ali Shan coming into bowl. Started with the slower one, off cutter there to the left-hander. Well, that's been whipped on the onside straight to the fielder. Ground fielding has been decent, but I think Abu Dhabi would like to get things right before the big day tomorrow. They need to get their fielding better. I think coach need to make a mark on his textbook, but they need to go through tomorrow.
Yes, fielding effort must require 100%. It's a slow delivery. He wanted to hit that hard. And of course, the coaches, they must be writing, they must be working on these mistakes.
Yeah, you got to have a plan. And all these days that tournament has started off, all these days that they've been playing on, and when it's just one last day, when you need to deliver, you cannot commit mistake there.
Yes. In Sharjah, they should work on the same things, lapses in the fielding, and then when you are leaking these runs in this shortest format, will definitely the less chances of the error.
Well, I think for Sharjah it must be a wake-up call. And I was always been saying that it's blessing in disguise to lose at least a game in the rounds. So before that final or the knockouts, where you get you're not greatest day out there. It has to be before the finals.
Yeah, true. And this guy who scored a century with the bat, bowling his last delivery. Good one.
Really well done. He's rolled his finger over. A bit of an off break. 102 for 3 Sharjah. Right, it will be Shehbaz to face the last over, first delivery, and that's gone high and over. 6 runs. I think it's a bit too late for Sharjah. The game is pretty much done and dusted. Winning from here is out of occasion for Sharjah. But again, this time ripped off the pads. Quick one brings the big man Abdul Ghaffar back on strike. But Abu Dhabi just got the momentum at the right time. Ali Shan with 100. A key performance there from Zubair. Very good contribution with the ball. Balls it outside off, and that's been hit hard straight to the fielder. So nothing wrong with the batting, and bowling has been also decent there from Abu Dhabi. It's their fielding which is need a little bit workout, and with that also keeping in mind it was Ali Shan who scored 100. Slower one, pick that one out, puts it away with a grand fashion. 6 runs. 2 sixes in the over now. Read that slower one and is just bowled in the arc. And again up in the air, not timed it well. And it's all about formalities now. One last delivery to go, 46 required. Sharjah need to go back to the drawing board. We shuffle a little bit. And a dot ball to end the game. It's a thumping victory for Abu Dhabi. And Sharjah finally lost their first game in the tournament. They were undefeated until this one last game of the rounds. 11 games before this, they remained unbeaten. And it was one bad day for Sharjah. It was tonight where they have got defeated by Abu Dhabi. And now Abu Dhabi has won this game by 45 runs. A very good, sensational performance from Abu Dhabi, especially Alishan Sharafu with that brilliant 100. Wonderful batting from Alishan. He's shown his arrival and really delivered on the given night. And Team Abu Dhabi would be hoping similar kind of performance from Alishan and the rest in the next coming knockouts, which will be tomorrow. Now, this is what Sharjah has got in reply to 163. Asif Khan Lala with 47 of 24 balls. Uzair 17 of 7. Abdul Ghaffar and Shehbaz, both of them remain unbeaten. Ghaffar with 24. Shehbaz Ali with 21 of 11. Only two bowlers picking up wicket here. One was a run out, Dawood Ijaz. Rohan has a wicket to his name, and Mohammad Zubair Khan, 2 overs 25, but picked up a wicket. And pick of the bowler was Alishan, who bowled only 1 over and given only 2. So it's clearly Alishan Sharafu day. What a player. He's shown his class, he's shown his skills, what he's capable of. Very talented. That's how the second inning have started. But Asif Khan Lala's show has begun. Those fireworks was really nice, equally supported by Uzair Man. Lala kept tonguing around, scoring runs, left, right, centre of the wicket. This was it when soon after getting good start, but Uzair Khan departed and then followed Asif Khan soon after, and that's where the problem started. That was a good delivery by Zubair, and then it was Abdul Ghaffar along with Dawood Ijaz. They kept on going until this run out, where Dawood was running for the second and Ghaffar was not interested. Sold his partner halfway mark, and in the end Ghaffar had those few big blows, big sixes, along with Shehbaz Ali from the other end. And that was biggest of all in the end. The game has summed up where Abu Dhabi with a commanding win over Sharjah. Now that's a match summary. Alishan with great performance. 103 of 35 balls, pardon me. Those are big numbers. Rohan supported him well for his 31 of 13. And Abdul Ghaffar, Haider Ali, Harsh picking up 1 wicket each. And Abu Dhabi has lost only 3 wickets. And similarly, Sharjah only losing 3 wickets, but the difference of 45 runs were right there. Asif with the top scorer of 47, Ghaffar 24 unbeaten. Rohan and Zubair picking up a wicket each. But I think it's clearly Alishan who's got the limelight, and he is the man to look out for the player of the match performance. Well, let's head to the sideline where we have got K. Asif for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the Player of the Match presentation ceremony. It's Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. It was Abu Dhabi versus Sharjah, and the first defeat of Sharjah in this tournament, courtesy some brilliant performances of Abu Dhabi's players, and they made 162 in 10 overs, and they have restricted Sharjah 117 for the loss of 3 wickets. But of course, the talk of the town is the century, and that was of course Alishan. Ali Abid also played well. Asif Khan made 47 on 24. And for the player of the match, we have with us one and only Iftikhar Ali. Alishan, please come forward, don't wait. It's your time. And Iftikhar Ali is presenting the player of the match memento. Alishan, I don't have words to describe your innings. That was a top notch, isn't it?
Yeah, fortunately connected a few and started in the first over and just kept going after that.
Well, what was the plan? You've been promoted and you've been given chance. So were you confident about this?
Yeah, I had a horrible innings last night, so left that behind and started fresh today. And as I said, connected a few and it worked out well.
Right before the semis, how important this is?
I mean, obviously, for as a team, we're in a good space. Obviously, gaining confidence from today's game, and hopefully, we put a good show tomorrow as well.
And the entire team now looking gelled up, but the problem was the drop catches.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it got a bit difficult with obviously a lot of dew on the field, but again, leaving the negatives behind and just taking the positives forward. Hopefully, we have a good game tomorrow.
Enjoy it tonight.
Thank you.
Well, that was the Ali Shan who done a fabulous job, and that's it from the presentation area. It's over to you, commentary box.
Thank you very much, K. Asif. A lovely chat with the player of the match. So that's the results for today, where we had the first game. It was a thumping victory for Fujairah over Emirates Blues with 10 wickets. And similar kind slot, but it was comfortable win for Ajman again, winning that game by 10 wickets. And the last game of the round, it was match number 42, Abu Dhabi on Sharjah, and it was Abu Dhabi who broke the streak of Sharjah and won this game by 45 runs. Yeah, there you go. The four teams at top qualified where are you? Wherever you are, take care. Good night.